Ah, it is the time for the podcast.
Yes.
Hello, and welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast. Every week we do a podcast. Every week, and I forgot to update the info for this one. Hold on, I'm updating it as we speak. Talking about the reptile. There we go. Update the information. It's been updated. All good. All good. Well, how are you, sir?
Tired.
Tired?
Mostly tired. Yeah,
Been one of those weeks.
pretty much.
This has been my first week where I've been in more actively in work, and it's so quiet that I might as well just sit at home and be paid because I do about the same amount of stuff.
See,
What? You've disappeared, or oh no,
no,
you've not disappeared. All right.
I don't dispute.
Yeah, that's fine. I just it sounded like you broke up, but you didn't. What did you do this week? Did you do anything of note?
Well, I started playing The Witcher.
I noticed.
3.
I noticed. Yes.
Turns out the game runs really fucking well on my laptop.
Yeah. Ironically enough, 3 is much better optimized than 2.
Well, yeah.
I can play 3 on mine at like just over medium settings at like 30 FPS, and if I put it down to low, it runs at like 60 to like 90.
Yeah, and the game is not meant for a fucking keyboard.
No, I mean you can run it, you can play with a keyboard, but it's so much easier with a controller.
Oh yeah, especially when you have fucking sticky fingers still being a thing, and having to press a double shift to sprint on your horse is stupid.
Yeah, I think it's double A on controller. Or you just click in the stick. I'm not sure.
Listen, sticky fingers is still a thing on PC for a reason. And that's not particularly good design if I have to press. Also, so here's the thing. Right, this is a little bit of a criticism here for the KBM controls, because the game otherwise is pretty fun outside of some dodgy voice acting. So what the fuck is the difference between a dodge, a dodge, and a roll?
I wondered the same when I played it, and both give you about the exact same amount of frames, except one is you tumble and one is you slide.
I am not sure. It's fucking confusing me. Today I checked just in case if I missed a fucking line somewhere in the tutorials, if there is an actual difference in it, and there isn't. And
I don't think there is. Yeah.
And I mostly prefer to dodge rather than roll, because dodging puts me closer to the enemy, while rolling gets me the fuck away from them. I guess it's fine if you use it against beasts.
If there's these giant chicken-looking things that are a lot easier to roll around than there are to dodge.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's not just that. It's not just the cockatrice / passes. It's whatever.
No, I don't think they're cockatrice. I think they're like more lizardy, but I can't remember which ones they are.
I mean, I'm fine with it either way. The game isn't particularly hard for the most part. It's just a little bit grindy.
Yeah. The combat is better than 2, I'll tell you that.
Oh, no. Oh, pretty much. I do appreciate the fact that now I have to actually use my fucking science for once.
Yeah.
And I have to actually check my goddamn stuff so I can see what something is weak to, so I can exploit it. Otherwise, I'll be in deep shit.
Yep, and the signs are integrated a hell of a lot better in 3 than they are in 2.
But there is an issue with that as well, because really before we started, I faced a gargoyle for the first time.
Oh no.
I mean, I beat it on the second try, but it was a slow fucking fight, and figuring out which sign was he weak to and exactly what the fuck was that, that took some time.
Yeah, it's a lot of swapping about signs and wondering which one does more damage so you can like stick to that one.
No, I just stuck with Quinn. That's good.
Was that the blue one? Yellow one?
No, the Quinn is the shield.
Yeah, the yellow one. Yeah.
And removes elements, because I noticed he did a poison attack, so I was like, Oh, so Quinn is my best bet. Okay, sure, fine, fuck it. No, just
Funnily enough, Quinn is pretty much the best bet for most tougher enemies because you could just at higher levels it's pretty much broken. You could just throw it on yourself and just run at people.
well, technically I mostly use the ear sign because early in the game you're assaulted by a shit ton of fucking raids and you need the ear sign. So I was like, I
Yeah.
dump points in it. Imagine that leveling up is kind of awkward. I don't know why.
Sitting down at the
Not just that, because
yeah.
experience you gain from monsters and quests is not particularly high. And that kind of fucking throws me off.
Yeah, the games but all three have been designed more or less to give you levels according to the area you're in.
Yeah,
That's
except
why
that.
fights are a bit sparse and quests are a
Ex-
bit funky to execute.
See, the thing is, I'm in Velen,
Okay.
and in Velen, I have 4 quests that are levels 33 and above.
Mm-hmm.
A shit ton of fucking enemies that are like fucking 12 levels above me. It's, I do no damage to.
Yeah, leave. Go back to Novigrad and just like do the whole. The way I played like Witcher 1 is I did every single quest in the first area that I could, and then I moved on.
Well, I kind of did that the same before I actually moved on with the story, unless they repopulated with quests. I don't know, that shit
I
was
don't know.
fucking weird.
Did you do all the notice boards and everything? Yeah.
Pretty much, I just go through around the towns, go to the notice boards, click on everything, see if there was actually a quest in there, move on,
Yeah.
visit all the points, get all the shit, move away,
Go to the
rinse
pub,
fucking.
do the mini games in the pub.
Oh no, I didn't do the mini games.
Yeah, there's you can play Gwent in the
I
pubs and beat people
I
up.
suck. Listen, I suck at Gwent. I don't want to fucking play Gwent,
Yeah.
but I have to do
Also,
it.
Gwent is a lot more involved than dice, so
Listen, I liked the poker dice. Poker dice was fine.
dice was
Fuck
fun.
off.
Yeah.
It was easy, normal to understand. I want to play fantasy war. War is basically the age-old game we used to play when we were children with 2 decks of cards. Whole point is to take the
The other
opponent's whole
person's
deck.
deck. Yeah.
Yeah, but those things can go up to fucking hours of
Oh,
play, and it's kind of boring.
the game can go for a few hours of play with just a single deck split between the two of you. So it's yeah,
So it's dumb.
yeah,
It's legitimately. I was sitting there going like, I don't get it. I just won one game. I was like, oh, but I need to collect cards. I also need to pay for shit, but I also not getting enough money. And fuck
yep.
you guys. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, 3 is a
I
lot
don't.
more involved with everything compared to
I
the
don't.
other two.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I just finished the first part of the Kiera quest where I met her, and I went through the fucking escort mission. And God, for fuck's sake, the rule
Yeah,
of triple escort plus the obligatory defend your position. Are you fucking kidding me? I hated that.
yeah.
I did it on the second try, but holy shit, was it annoying.
I've never liked escort missions. I don't care unless it's RE4. Like that's.
Oh, I had a dream about RE4, but I'll tell you later about that.
I had a dream.
So,
He says.
yeah, I'm not even kidding. I woke up with cold sweats.
I had a dream about RE4.
And
That's the title for this one.
other than that, the game is pretty good. I'm having fun playing it. Although,
I actually thought you were gonna flame at it, but I'm surprised you're enjoying it.
well, well, no, there is a lot of things that I can actually just nag on about. Like the fucking fast travel system is kind of pointless when you think about it.
Yeah, you
Like,
could just get on the
and
horse, and there's a lot more fun shit you can encounter while you're on the horse than actually trying to bother with fast travel.
yeah, but I also don't want to fucking spend 15 minutes of my life trying to get from one point to another when I can just fast travel. Like, that's the point.
Yeah.
I like that it's there, but it's kind of wonky to use. Like, I have to actually manually examine the goddamn signpost
Mm-hmm.
to trigger the
Mm-hmm.
fucking fast
Mm-hmm.
travel.
No, do you know what's funnier? Do you know when you unlock fast travel in one,
Hmm.
2/3 into the game?
I know, but then again, that game was kind of shit.
Do you know what? I still somehow morbidly enjoyed it because I just like the story too much, but the gameplay
Eh,
was yeah.
Also, I'm Team Twist, so I'm pretty much set for life on this in this game.
Obviously, Team Trist. There's no other team.
Exactly. Team Bitchifer can go for the sucker dick. I'm sorry, guys. You can flame as much as you want, but that's
Yeah,
the objective.
I'm Triss is the is cool girl.
Triss is the real fucking MVP. The Geralt's in trouble. Triss appears. Yennefer goes like, "Oh, you slept with the Triss. Oh, you've been getting cozy." It's like,
It's like,
but you
Yennefer, you constantly blow me off or you're just passive aggressive. I'm not going to bother with you. I'm sorry.
wait. There is more. It's like, oh, so now it's a problem of sleeping with your best friend, even though technically Geralt's been sleeping with way more than that. But
Best
Triss
friend,
is the problem.
you sleep with Triss within the first 10 minutes of the first game. So from there on out,
Pretty.
I was like, yep, that's the one.
I mean, I was like, so you have a problem with that, but in the time of need, when I didn't know what the fuck was going on, she was there, and you're
Yep.
like, I'll
Triss was the
just
first person to show up in all the games and be like, yep, I'm here now. So I'm
yeah,
gonna help you.
you're a dear friend. I want your dick, and
Yeah. But it's still like no questions asked, no nothing. She's like always helpful. She's never like passive aggressive or anything.
this is why Team Trust.
Yep. Even in the first game, there's two. You can either get like in a romance with Shawnee or with Triss. And the moment Shawnee started like asking for shit and setting me for a big loop until I eventually slept with her, I'm like, nah, I'm going back to Triss. Fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much. Just get the cut, get the fuck out.
Yep.
But other than that, I mean, although it's because I was exploring shit. And apparently, you can't really escape the fucking flying enemies because I went through half the map being chased by a fucking cockatrice. I was
Yeah.
like, are you shitting me?
In all the
Like,
games, if a cockatrice spots you, it will just chase you. It won't leave you alone at all.
I fucking hate that because it was level 14 and I was level 5.
Oh, it's the same as going into a swamp and a Kikimora pops out and you're like, oh well, I guess I guess I'm gonna have fun now.
And the shit thing is because my equipment sucks. What I've been finding is fucking mediocre. I can't really craft shit because I haven't found a person that can craft shit for me. Imagine that part.
Yeah, I think you have to get to Novigrad to do that.
Pretty much. And I was like, so I want a better silver sword. I have the fucking recipe for the Venom silver sword, the green one, which
Yeah.
is easy to make. I just need 2 silver ingots, which cost nothing. But I can't find the fucking weaponsmith. I
Yeah.
can only find
See,
armorsmith, and
see,
armorsmith don't do shit
the
for me.
real question here is, what hairdo and beard style are you going with?
I think I had a choice for that one.
Yeah, you can go to a barber and get it changed.
Yeah, I still haven't gone to the city, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
down.
Next time you find a barber, I need to know.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I mean, I'm playing doing all my vices to the other games, but mostly I've been having fun in The Witcher 3
Good.
because I was sitting through my fucking games. I was like, I'm bored. I want to play something. Let's see what I have. Oh wait, Witcher 3. I actually haven't tried Witcher
See,
3.
now that you
And,
said that, I might actually start Witcher 3 as well.
and other than that, I saw a couple of movies.
Yes.
One of which is a Japanese horror movie from 2019 called The Howling Village.
Good, bad.
Interesting.
Oh,
It it took a lot of it gave me this Fatal Frame vibe for the most part of it,
okay.
and I wasn't bad. And it went directions I didn't expect it to go, which also wasn't bad. But when the movie finished, I was left there going like, "What the fuck? What? I, what the?"
Fair enough.
Okay, sure. It's a decent movie. I can't say I hate it. After that, I saw a movie. Oh, I need to actually get up and find the name of this shit show. Trust me, this was actually bad. Oh dear lord. Okay, there it is. Archeon, the Halloween summoning from 2020
The
by Paul.
Halloween Archon. Okay. 2 point.
I
Oh no.
it's bad. It's genuinely bad.
Four college students use the 15th century Celtic artifact to resurrect the evil spirit. Huh?
Yeah, it's not good. Like I was expecting a lot of things from this movie, and what I got was so fucking underwhelming, and I wasn't expecting anything good. Mind you, I wasn't expecting anything good, but I got was so fucking underwhelming. I stood there going like, too bad. The movie had a decent poster.
The poster looks very nice, but then
That's about it.
I'm looking at screenshots from the film and
It's horrible.
oh boy. Oh no. Oh God.
Okay, to be fair, the acting wasn't the worst I've seen, so there is that. I also
Still
tried
though.
watching the Code Girls, which I haven't finished. And Demon Warp.
You make me Google all these. I'm gonna be getting ads for him now. Demon Warp, 1998. Oh, 1988. Sorry.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, but this one doesn't look bad.
It
The one from
doesn't.
'88.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's also The Last Laugh,
I know
which
about the last laugh. Yes.
I'll probably watch. I also saw the sequel to The Babysitter, which you talked like a couple of weeks ago. I mentioned it.
Yeah. Good, bad, or just meh.
Bad.
Oh.
See, imagine taking everything good from The Babysitter,
Mm-hmm.
everything good, and just fucking it up. Just royally bending it over the fucking desk and just nailing it hard.
Why?
See, of course, there was the return of King Patch and the rest of them. And they were more annoying than they used to be. Like,
Okay.
holy shit, King Patch was unbearable.
I mean, I've always kind of found him unbearable, but that's just me. Because the first Babysitter film is actually pretty alright.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing: in the first Babysitter, most of the extras were there, so for such a small time, it didn't really matter. And
Yeah.
here they kind of switched it off, so everyone that died last died first in this movie, kinda, maybe a little bit, but not really,
Right.
actually. Yeah, I think it's like that. So, is that? But we got more of King Pacha doing weird shit.
Shocker.
Yeah, but he's usually at least charming when he does it.
I
Here
I,
he
I
was
guess,
just
but
here he was just annoying.
hmm.
I, including him saying the coveted line, "Oh, we live in a post Jordan Peele horror genre where the black guy doesn't die first." Motherfucker, really, really?
I have taken my hand and I've placed it upon my forehead.
Yeah, it was just not good. You, I can spoil the whole movie for you because you won't watch it.
I probably won't. Yeah, that's a good point. Spoilers for the Babysitter 2, kids.
Yeah, so
Skip 5 minutes or something. I don't know.
maybe more. So you remember when in the end of the movie, the main protagonist, a little boy, I'll call him bitch boy, got together with his hot neighbor,
Yes.
his contemporary. Well, apparently, she turns out that she sang the book of Faust because basically it's a Faust story. If anyone
Okay.
hasn't guessed together that part, and she was part of the whole thing all along. And now she's using him because he's a virgin to try and reach someone and then finish the ritual and get everything she wants, which is Instagram followers.
Which one played the neighbor? I forget.
She was a small child at the time, so
Okay.
the little one that guessed him.
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to remember the first Babysitter movie in general because I've not
Yeah,
seen it in a
that
while.
one, that one. And this time we have his friend slash. The movie becomes fucking confusing as shit because it turns out because she recruited her maybe boyfriend, maybe not boyfriend. It's fucking difficult to see with some other with one other dude that's basically supposed to be like the Spanish version of King Bach, except that he's even more useless and some overweight woman that was there just to get killed because I don't know.
Oh no.
And this rebel new girl in school finds them, but it turns out it was all a plot for her to save the kid because they had the same nanny, which was Belle, and Belle sacrificed her life and her soul to save the other girl and made it so that I. And this is where the fucking movie lost me. Like, what the fuck is this? Because the
Right.
always
The first one is literally kid pervs on babysitter. Shit goes down.
this one is a babysitter that got puffed on was apparently a good person the whole time, and nah,
And this one just goes in the
like she
dumbest
wasn't.
possible.
Listen, she wasn't a bad person in the first movie, regardless of what you think, but best I can give you.
I love the fact that the second one is called Killer Queen. I like that because the
Yeah,
babysitter's name is B.
exactly.
That's cool. And it's Samara Weaving as well. And she's in the new Bill and Ted.
Good for her.
I need to watch the new Bill and Ted. All I've heard about it is It's what we need right now, just a positive, dumb comedy.
Maybe. I saw that Antebellum was out.
Yes, that too is out.
Outside of that, it's just a bad movie. I just felt so fucking betrayed by this movie. I wasn't expecting
All right, well,
much.
in that case, kids, just watch the first one and watch the original too. And I'd say the remake is a bit better.
Uh,
It's just a bit more contemporary, and it has some good gags in it.
it is, and people are less annoying and more focused on it.
Yes.
The funniest thing was, of course, Bro Guy.
Stephen Amell, not Stephen Amell, Robbie Amell, Stephen Amell's cousin, I think, plays the bro guy in the
Yeah,
first one.
Bro Guy just figures out that they're going to die now because the guy lost his virginity, so he was ineligible for the ritual, but they didn't know about this. So he's dying. He's like, bro, way to go, man! I'm not even mad, bro. I'm not even mad. I just that man. Just pumps his fucking chest. I was like, you know what?
Good
I'll
on you.
give the
Good on you, buddy.
I'll give this one to him. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm still playing Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about the dream I had.
Oh, tell me about the dream about Resident Evil 4.
So I was having a dream that I was playing the remake of Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, have they announced a remake yet, or have they not?
Oh no, it's known that there is going to be a remake of
Obviously, yeah,
RE4.
because they've done 3 now, so.
Yeah, when it's going to come out, nobody knows. Well, guess which control scheme I was having a dream I was playing on?
The original.
The one we
Port.
both know and fucking hate.
Right, for those that don't know, when RE4 initially came out on PC, it was one of the worst ports I think I've ever played in my life because there were no mouse controls and you had to do everything with the keyboard. And you'd think I can read by the buttons. No. You also think maybe they put it all in sensible places. No.
No, technically you could rebind the buttons, but there is the thing. And that thing is one of the most miserable experiences in existence. Imagine us at the time we were like what, 6th, 7th grade, something like that.
Hold on. RE4 PC release. I believe it came out in 2005. So we were just turning 14.
Yeah, about those times. Yeah, so pretty much so 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Imagine explaining to an 8th grader that he needs to go into the INI file, find the fucking code lines for the exact codes, and reset them.
Yeah, you would have to go. You can't do it. You can't change the buttons in game. You would have to go find a folder, in which folder you'll find the file that can change the games, the buttons, and you're like, I don't know how to do that. I'm just gonna play it and torture myself. And I think the furthest I got was when you first get to the village and you have to push the ladders over. I think that's the furthest I got, and I went, no, I'm not playing this.
I actually managed to get to the house with the wave.
Yeah, the same place where they come in on the ladders and you push the ladders off.
Yeah, that shit was fucking unplayable.
Yeah.
Legitimately and utterly unplayable.
Because it was like,
wait, no.
Move with the arrow keys, look up and down with the...
No, it was move with the WASD, hold left shift to draw your weapon, hold right shift to go into gun mode, use the arrow keys to move around the fucking cursor, and press space to shoot.
It just... considering we were still kids and you had smaller hands, that's like just torturous.
It's still torturous because it makes no fucking sense. You have
like
a mouse.
Hold button, press. I'm trying to put my fingers over the keyboard just to simulate it, and it's just giving me anxiety just to look at.
You have a mouse, use it, which gets me to the second point that I was gonna make. See, I learned an interesting fact, something that we all missed when we were children.
Go on.
Did you know that you can play the original Doom 1 and Doom 2 because they were designed for KBM?
For what now?
KBM.
Keyboard and mouse.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Doom was designed with mouse in particular. And I don't mean with mouse movement, I mean with mouse look.
Yeah, it was designed to be played with a keyboard.
No, and the mouse.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Because people, I remember, mostly use just the arrow keys and...
Yeah, no. So did I, but that's the thing. Apparently, because we don't know the original Doom for the Doom games.
Yeah.
When you go into DOS, it gives you a choice between keyboard and mouse, and keyboard and joystick.
Oh yeah.
It has keyboard and mouse support. All this time, when I was a child, I tortured myself and I beat the game using keyboard only. Like, it's not impossible because the stock levels are not particularly difficult.
Yeah. Doom One in general isn't that hard of a game.
Well, it has its hard moments, especially if you're doing nightmare runs.
Yeah.
It's to starting nightmare. Shit can get really fucking difficult. But here's the thing. I tortured myself through Doom 2 Downtown on keyboard only.
Oh
I
no.
tortured myself on Nirvana.
Downtown. No.
See, there are several levels in this game I fucking hate.
That map has made me not want to go back to Doom 2 at all.
That map, Nirvana and the Citadel, my most three hated maps of Doom 2. Not even the Chasm.
I
We
don't I
geared.
don't mind the chasm because it's got some goofy shit in it that actually makes it kind of fun. But downtown with the fucking arrows and the
Have you
imps
tried?
above your view height and everything, just no.
Have you tried playing Downtown? Sorry, the Chasm with keyboard only though.
No, I don't want to think about playing that map with keyboard only at all.
It's it is bad. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not bad, but after a while, I got used to it, and it wasn't really that much of a problem. But Nirvana, specifically Nirvana and the Citadel, to this day I've never actually found all three keys in the Citadel. I just can't be bothered. I
Nah,
just get two keys
it's
and get the fuck out.
get the two and squeeze through. There's no point.
Well, that is if you're a completionist, but I
Yeah, well,
just
fuck
can't.
that.
I can't be bothered. That shit's just fucking bad. Like,
Yep.
legitimately just annoying.
Is it
Also,
is it a Peterson map?
I'm not sure.
Because he got dumped most of the levels for that game, but
Well, allegedly, but
uh,
he also did some of the best ones.
true. But wasn't it the thing that he did like more than half the levels because they got dumped on him when they ditched Tom Powell?
I listen. I know that he for 100% created Downtown.
Yes.
I know that for a fact. I'm not sure about Nirvana. I know that the later episodes of the later maps of Doom 2 were made by Teresa Cheza and her brother. I forgot his name.
American McGee made a bunch as well
American McGee. I mostly remember the Inmost Dance, a map I used to hate. Not as much
until
anymore.
you found out about the torch.
No, I just no way. You're thinking about another one. Well, you're thinking about this. Uh,
Yep, Sandy did downtown.
of course, I did that downtown. You're thinking about the other one, map 4, I think it was, with the torch
The
secret,
focus, yeah, the focus. Sorry, yeah,
the torch secret
the
with the
focus is
fucking
the American McGee one.
yeah, the torch secret, the patent, the torch secret with the fucking plasma. You know that shit avoided me for fucking years. I just never
Yeah,
understood how to get there until I saw it. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to know this
you're
now?
not supposed to. It's just silly. But yeah,
It's just
most dens isn't bad. It's quite small.
it's
It's small, which I like about it. You can breeze through it in like 10 minutes.
in 10 minutes. Try fucking 5.
Yeah.
It's really easy, and I do enjoy it because the action in it is actually well paced. I think that this is probably American McGee's best map in the Doom franchise. Could be wrong, but it
I know
sure.
he helped out a bunch with Doom 3 as well, but or did he?
Uh,
Did he
I
not?
don't
No, I think it was just Carmack at that point.
know the Entim bullets and bullets.
Was it?
Because American McGee went and produced and made Alice
Alice, yeah.
and Bad Day in LA, which you don't talk about. You know,
Yeah,
I was actually
American McGee is not in Doom 3, yeah.
I remember being hyped about Bad Day in LA all those years ago.
And then the
Thank
game
fuck I never
launched.
and thank fuck I never actually played more than 15 minutes of it.
Yeah, the game's not good. The game is terrible.
It's not that bad, it's just not that good. Like if you want to play bad games,
There's
just
plenty
bring
of
the DOS,
others. Yeah.
just bring your fucking DOS trash
Oh
or
yeah.
so the earlier Slav junk that predates Stalker. Congrats, you
Even
just
Stalker's jank as hell without the
it is
mods.
no, it's jank, but it's fun jank.
Well, yeah,
Like
that's true.
it's good jank. It's run on a fucking on the engine. I don't even understand how it fucking functions. Like, this shit makes no sense. This is like, I don't get it, but it works, and no one understands it. And when the mods come out, they technically break the game more,
Yeah,
and that's
but you
physically,
know,
not
you
just
know,
balance-wise. They just break it more, but somehow it fucking holds.
it's running on the X-Ray engine.
I've never heard about that engine, and I don't know.
The X-Ray engine is a direct 8.9, 8.1/9 shader Model 3 graphics engine.
Exactly, that's some slapjack shit. Because that engine, I don't think it was used in anything
Yeah,
else.
but it's got HDR rendering, parallax, and normal mapping. HDR rendering is something that wasn't common up until.
Yeah, so do you remember back? Well, actually, you haven't. I remember playing the original alpha for Stalker. Thank God for the PC magazines back then, because they actually managed to get demo and spread it wide.
Yeah. Oh,
And
it's
I played
only runs on the Stalker games, by the way, nothing else.
exactly. It's literally jank.
Yeah.
And I remember playing the original game that they envisioned for Stalker, that would try to do it Clear Sky,
Yeah.
kind of. And that game was fucking amazing. It was some next level shit. It was legitimately, if they were able to manage to pull it off,
Yeah.
which ironically coincides with the movie we're going to talk about it, they would have set some trends, some major fucking trends. But
Yeah.
alas, the technology was not there, and neither was the design. Like, I had a grand idea, and the idea was a good one. Nowadays, it's standard shit. But back then, it was a grand idea, and the
Yeah.
alpha kind of managed to do it, but not really. So the whole point was, it was like a roguelike dungeon. You go in, and every time load something different. and
Okay.
and it was, and the idea was that it was going to be so different that you had to be prepared and brace yourself for whatever the fuck it can happen. It can go from either getting into a good anomaly or bad anomaly,
Hmm.
and just and you go out. The trading system was supposed to be a little bit more complex than what we got, and the artifacts were supposed to actually do shit because half of them don't fucking function. I swear they don't function.
They don't. You can mod the intended effects for them in, but if you just play vanilla, which is some in places completely unplayable without mods, nothing functions properly.
And it was, and no, it was,
Kind of like
and
playing vanilla New Vegas. Now that I think about it.
and the idea was that they would actually be really fucking expensive, really fucking hard to get,
Yeah.
and it would be a trade-off. Always gonna be a trade-off. You gain shit, you lose shit. It was
Hmm.
never gonna be, oh, you got these things, so congratulations, you win the game. It kind of did the second part, at least ideally, but in
Yeah.
reality,
Also,
nothing.
for those that haven't seen the Stalker film, if you want a really slow, atmospheric Russian jank film, watch it. It's good.
And I find that their idea was fucking solid,
Yeah.
and most of the monsters that they showed off in the alpha, they were never ported inside the original game.
It's a shame.
But mods added them back. My god, those mods that fucking broke the game with it.
Oh yeah, that's the drawback sometimes with when
Yeah,
you
I
try to add
remember.
everything.
I remember going into the Russian military zone the first time you get accosted and attacked by the fucking soldiers with the better guns. Then you just have a fucking sword off, and maybe a bullpup if you're actually able to find one.
If you're
Which is not,
lucky, yeah.
no, if you find one, I knew where the fuck it was. It wasn't particularly difficult to find. And I remember entering that zone, and a whole of 200 zombies just charged me.
Hmm.
And here's the thing: the zombies get the fucking blood treatment, where you need to down them twice.
If yeah, unless you crit it, which crits in Stalker weren't a thing until like later, very much later on in the game, if you were lucky.
Yeah, and also because the Bloodseekers, I think it will call Bloodseekers. Man, it's been ages since I played the game.
Now you're talking about these games, and I'm like, I should play Stalker again.
Yeah,
I should
and the blood
subject myself to Stalker.
and behind them there was 10 Bloodseekers and another 4 mine wrappers. I was like, what the fuck? No, no one's prepared for this shit.
Nope. Yeah, kids, if you
What
haven't
the?
played Stalker, it's a first person. Imagine Metro, but not as scripted and with a lot of exploration. Is that a good explanation? It's an alright
I
explanation.
kinda. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Metro got inspired a lot by Stalker.
Yes, but it
I
was
mean,
also the guy that wrote the book said the Stalker was a big influence to the way.
yeah, no, that's fine. And the games themselves were also inspired a lot by
Yes,
Stalker game. And,
all
and
available on Xbox Game Pass as well.
yeah, and unlike Metro, which aimed for a more condensed and single player experience, this one had a more open world feel to it.
Yeah, Stalker's
Yeah,
essentially an RPG, but a little bit more stripped down. It's not as involved as a regular RPG, so to speak.
yeah, you don't have fucking stats, you don't level up,
Yeah,
but you have to.
you're
Oh
just
yeah, I forgot.
there's a couple of things you have to manage: radiation poisoning, bullets, and health. That's the three main things. Everything else is just, eh.
Also, I want to point out something. They envisioned a way better faction system that we got later with the games.
Yep.
This was at the time also most a novelty, the way they actually implemented to use it.
Yeah. Well, Mandalorian has done a couple of videos on the Stalker games, and he goes into depth about how the factions were supposed to work, but
They didn't,
yeah.
because I I think they also went over budget, but I'm not particularly sure about
Not
that
only
part.
did they go over budget, but they basically set out to make a super mega big, very ambitious game for like a small studio, and they ended up going, we can't make this. Remove a lot of things, and then released the way
Yeah,
it got released. And then eventually, when they made I think was it Clear Sky, the last one.
I think it was Clear Sky,
That
but Clear
one's
Sky was fucking buggy as shit. I
yeah.
have never managed to go past 2 maps.
That one has everything they ever wanted to put into the game, but also came with a bunch of bugs because they didn't want to move like change engines for something more capable. So they're that game still makes my computer chug sometimes, which is the funniest thing considering it's not that new anymore. It's because of that fucking engine they use.
No, it's not only that. Like I said, technology was not there yet.
Yeah.
Making such an open world game would be fucking piece of cake right now.
Yep.
Honestly, every
You
fucking
can
game that
make a
comes
game
out
like that in Unity right now. It's ridiculous.
with just bold assets.
Yeah.
Wow. And do the Ubisoft, the patent that Ubisoft, you need to go into these 3 parts so you can reveal all the fucking hidden objects so you can go and collect them and blah blah blah
Uh,
blah blah. And I'm a completionist,
you can
you can
imagine,
tell
yeah.
how, yeah, you can tell how fucking tired I am of shit like this. Kind of what I don't like about open world
Yeah.
games, because
Man.
they battle.
Anyway, RE7 is really good up until you get to the boat. There, I said it.
Well, it's pretty much the consensus.
It's I love every single fight with Jack, apart from his last boss encounter.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah, I've also. Do you know that PAX happened?
yes, I know a bunch of things happened even yesterday, so we're gonna talk about a bunch of shit. But oh,
I saw a game that the whole PAX only saw one game that actually interested me.
which one?
Let me just go into my wish list.
Okay. In the
I
meantime,
usually wish
yeah,
Yeah, I just wish list this shit.
yeah.
No,
I
no.
also want to say, since Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth, I haven't been terrified to play a game, and RE7 gave me that satisfaction. Which
Fair enough.
You know, the second time you encounter Marguerite when she's all messed up and she's got the long limbs
Yeah.
and like the wood covered vagina.
Uh-huh.
That's the bit that got me like just I'm like going into the room going no 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 because the moment you look down to where the lantern is and this massive gangly arm comes out and picks it up and Ethan goes, oh, I guess that's a thing now. I laughed, but I'm also like, I'm gonna have to go look at Marguerite now, aren't I? And she's just a Junji Ito monster running around it. It's so good, but it's like genuinely like unsettling to look at, which I was happy about.
Oh, oh dear, I didn't wishlist the game. That's rare from me.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go through it quickly.
okay.
It's Have you seen the game Stone Shard?
Yes.
Imagine that with that art style,
Yeah.
a turn-based castle protection with only heroes, with
Okay.
a city build mechanic to it. I think it was called Last Spell. I'll just quickly double check this shit.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, while you're double checking, yeah. The second
Yeah,
Jack. Oh,
yeah, it's called Last Spell.
yeah.
I don't know when I wishlisted this, but it didn't show up. It's not horrible from the fucking alpha they showed. There is a free demo. I suggest people. Just check it out. It's a free demo,
Hmm.
and I must say there is potential in here to make this a very decent game. There's a lot of work to be done in this game. It's pretty fucking obvious,
Jeez.
but there's also a lot of good things that have been done with it up until now.
Hmm.
Other than that, I saw Ghost Runner.
Yeah,
You know that fucking
yeah,
yeah, that game looks fucking mediocre as shit.
it does. I think it's there were
Same shit.
people played
It's
demos of it at one point.
yeah, no, I think you can get a free demo
Yeah,
from it right
doesn't
now.
look bad. It's very pretty to look at.
Pretty much the only good thing, but it's
Fucking hell, what's going on?
actually
Okay.
you can't play a demo from it right now. Bastards.
But anyway,
But yeah,
yeah,
game looks really fucking mediocre.
yeah.
Like legitimately run of the mill shit.
The second Jack boss fight as well is my favorite fight in a boss fight in a while, where you kick the bodies into them and then you have chainsaw duels with them. It's so good. But yeah, I got to the boat and I started playing as Mia, and all the cool atmosphere that was, the whole Texas Chainsaw atmosphere that was in the game is just gone
Just
now.
yep, it is.
And now it's kind of back to classic Resident Evil, because it's, industrial and blah blah blah. It just doesn't feel the same, and the whole idea of horror isn't there anymore, because I'm not dealing with a family. I'm dealing with just mold people and the little girl. And I did the flashback, and the flashback was really cool because they gave you a machine gun. But it was still a bit like, it's gone. Like the magic of the game is gone, because a lot. I also realized that I fucked up a bunch, because I thought about buying the Magnum, but the game doesn't give you a lot of ammo for the Magnum, so I just got the steroids and the other one, the reflex booster, whatever it is. And then I realized that I had a toy shotgun. I could have gone and gotten the double barrel and fixed it, but I forgot to do that, and now I can't go back.
It doesn't matter.
So I might just restart the. Well, I'm not going to restart. I'm going to go New Game Plus and go through everything again, up until I get to the boat, and then I won't. But I want to play the side stories when I finish the game, because
I think only one of them is worth it. That's the Jack story, because he's a fucking psychopath.
well, not Jack's brother,
Yeah, okay, Jack's brother.
because most of it you spend punching gators. So
That's the only worth one. The other
yeah,
one
I want to play the Chris one, because it's Chris.
Yeah, okay, I saw that one and that was pure shit because that's just an FPS.
Yeah, it's just an action game, and I want to play Zoe's bit as well, because that gives a lot of backstory to the family,
Yeah.
to the La
Other
Familia.
other than that, there's a couple of other games I saw. Now there is an actual release date for Phoenix Point on Steam,
Yes,
10th of December. I
very
suggest
very soon.
with all of the DLCs. So
Phoenix
yay,
Phoenix Point.
it's worth just for the support.
Yeah, if you want to support a studio, support the studio.
Fucking
But
fucking Mukushi did the music. Come on.
also, what I'm gonna say is, actually, you know what? The PlayStation thing happened. Would you want to talk about that?
I saw a
Start getting
bit.
into news.
I saw a bit of it, and I saw that they released the. I think they confirmed the price range and the
Yeah,
fucking
it's
spec.
$359.99 for the digital version that doesn't have a CD. It's
It's
not a
fine.
terrible price. It's the same price as the Xbox.
Yeah, and people have been memeing the shit out of it because the console wars continue.
Yeah, which is silly to say.
Other
But
than that, I saw that earlier today they released officially the specs for Cyberpunk.
yes,
They don't look that big though.
they're not that big, but they're still quite big, considering.
I mean, yeah, but they're not that big. I expected much fucking worse, but it doesn't look that bad. Yay!
Hold on, let me see the system requirements, because okay, PC
Is it
gamer system requirements released.
Literally, just open the fucking Discord, go into a random Discord, and it's probably gonna be posted there.
Okay, they want an i5, 8 gigs of RAM. Oh, 780 and 70 gigs of space. That's really good. Like,
Fucking, that's literally a medium spec PC can run
it
this
wants a
shit.
Ryzen 3, 12 gigs of RAM and a 1060 for. Yeah, you can run that on a regular like a PC from a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
Easy.
I was honestly surprised. Like this shit was I was expecting fucking TI's minimum.
So it must be very well optimized. That's good.
I mean, knowing the fucking Witcher series, at least they've been making strides in optimizing games.
Yeah.
But fuck me, I'm not
Did you
expecting
see the Demon Souls remaster?
the what?
The you know the guys that did the Shadow of Colossus remaster?
Yeah.
They're doing a Demon Souls one.
Oh boy, they have a fucking shit show of a project in their hands
Yeah,
now.
it looks incredible, like graphically especially. But I noticed some jank happening, and I wasn't very happy about it. Speaking of
Listen,
like
oh yeah, no, 'cause Demon Souls is the jankiest of all fucking Souls
yes,
games. Like, come on, the sheer fact that they've been able to update the fucking blocks with the cool graphics and textures, it's fucking
no, but this is honestly out of all the games they showcased for PlayStation 5, this was the best looking one.
uh, I mean, because like I said, you need to actually retexture and remake half the fucking stuff there because
Yep.
they were just
Now,
blocks.
not only that, they've retextured that. There's new animations. There is no load screens. So when you're traveling from bonfires and shit, there's no loading at all. You just boop and you're there.
Yeah, I think that this is like a year or two away from in that case
It's
because
no, it's the launch.
we'll see.
Demon
We'll see.
Souls remake. I'm pretty sure is going to be a launch title for the PS5.
I'm not doubting on that part, but here's the thing. That means that they had to remake the whole game from the ground up.
That's what they did with Shadow of the Colossus. It's Blue Point. They're like incredible at what they do.
Uh, there is another game that recently came out that you might actually like.
Yes,
It's called BPM or Bullets Per Minute.
I know BPM.
Uh, it looks amazing.
If I can spell game, that would be great. It's spelled Gmai. Yeah,
Just,
bullets per minute looks like one of those games that I will probably like play the shit out of and go back to play more.
yeah, it's a game I'd probably recommend people to try if they really want an FPS.
Yep. It's just a rhythm game disguised as a first person shooter.
I ain't even mad about that.
Nope. If it's
I
done
was
well,
al-
it's done well.
I was also testing demos of different games, and some of them I streamed for a couple of friends in Discord because we were doing shit. And I was like, "Listen, PAX is happening. I can install half the fucking games."
Yeah.
So I started this one. So Daedalic Studios has this new pseudo RPG up with a fucking time mechanic to it, which is essential. Because basically you go to, like, let's say 5 steps and you die.
Yeah.
Then you need to repeat that sequence to make sure that you don't die.
Huh.
And it's done with heartbeats. Like, you can only do like Prince of Persia style, just a couple of fucking heartbeats, but you can sequence specific actions one after another.
Okay.
And the fighting system is based on those moments because you can technically redo fights constantly, so you can do them without actually taking any damage.
All right.
But you also need to pay attention to swing times, swing lengths and shit. It's a complicated game, but the fucking control is atrocious. Holy shit.
Is
So,
it more of a controller game or is it just bad?
it's just bad. Like, listen. So, apparently for me to rotate the camera, I had to... What was it? Press on right mouse button and move the fucking mouse.
So like wow. Because it's the same way you move the camera.
Yeah,
Wow.
but this is top down with action-based combat
Oh,
system.
oh, oh, oh.
Oh
Was it
yeah,
like a twin stick?
no,
Or do
no,
you
no,
just
no.
use the mouse to rotate the camera?
You just use so and you use the left mouse button to do attacks and shit. But get
Okay.
this shit. They didn't mention in the fucking tutorial that you can do the same with Q and E. Why? I don't know.
Oh,
Why
so
don't
you have to find it out by going into the options at one point.
by randomly pressing Q and E? Because you cannot make a game like this with a control scheme that's so fucking asinine that you cannot play the game.
Can you
Like,
rebind?
what's the point? Because that's the whole function. Remember, it's like you never went on. This shit exists in top-down, turn-based RPGs, and I mentioned turn-based
Mm-hmm.
RPGs for a reason. Because I can press the space button, pause the game, rotate the fucking camera, see everything I need to see, reposition. Same shit exists in fucking XCOM.
Yeah.
Those,
See,
this is,
XCOM is one of the few turn-based games I don't mind playing.
and
Now that you
here's the
said it.
thing. Here's the thing. There is a reason for that. That's because you have time. You can delay
Yeah.
and take and think about it slowly. This doesn't, because time continues to flow, and like I said, and you have a limited amount of stuff, so you cannot. So you shouldn't technically just stop. Like you
Yeah.
could stop it, but even then, it's janky as fuck. It's not responsive. It's almost as bad as fucking swimming into The Witcher 3, which I fucking hate. I hate swimming in Witcher 3.
Yeah, by the way, get a controller to play Witcher 3. It'll make your life a lot easier.
I can deal with the fucking KBM. It's not as bad. You get used to it. Although having left shift to left shift plus left mouse button to do heavy attacks, I'm never using this shit. I'm just doing fast attacks.
Well, no, heavy attacks really help with bigger enemies.
Yes and no, because you know how fucking janky that feels.
Yeah, I know, but later on you'll need like if you level up hard attacks, I think like by 2 levels, you can just one shot some enemies, so it makes your life easier.
Maybe so, but I'll still stick to quick attacks. If
Okay.
anything happens, I can just respec. Honestly, the one thing I have to praise about The Witcher 3, and I know I'm getting back to fucking Witcher 3, is the fact that the leveling up mechanic, it's kind of shit, but the fact that you need to equip the skills to gain the fucking effects means that you're sitting there and you can actually have choices. Like I've stopped conversations just because I didn't equip my uh, uh, persuasion.
Yeah,
Let's go with persuasion. So I
your
stopped.
charm.
Yeah, charm. Went back, did it, then just removed it until I got a free slot that I had
Can
enough
can
to
you
use.
imagine like Geralt going, "Hold on 1 second," and he runs
Oh,
off, and he comes back 10 minutes later. Okay, let's carry on.
yeah, yeah, sure. I'm not paying
Like
for this shit.
Triss looks at him, and he just goes and sits by a bonfire for like 10 minutes and just stares at it. And comes back, and all of a sudden
No,
he's charming. All of a sudden,
no, you don't need to stand. You just need to go into the options.
I know.
Also, it took me fucking ages to figure out how to regen health.
Yeah, there's potions.
No, just genuinely outside combat to regenning. So I leveled up Sun and Star, which is probably a mistake, because now that I think about it, it should be a mistake. And it just gives me 10 health regen per second outside combat.
I think
And
there's
one
items that do that as well.
Yeah, too early for that shit.
Huh.
And 1 second of stamina when it's night, because this only works in day outside combat.
Hmm.
When I'm on the horse after a fight, it's fine. When I'm in a dungeon, it doesn't do shit for me. But it's nice. I don't hate it.
Always have the vials. Drink the vials.
I need to make the vials
Yeah,
to get
speaking
to
of
the vials.
vials, do you know what else was fun about Witcher 2?
What?
The fact that the only time I could drink vials was at a bonfire. Or, no, during meditation, sorry. I couldn't drink a vial halfway through a fight, so to speak.
Yeah, so I spent the whole fucking first section without realizing I can meditate and heal my fucking HP, because I
Yeah.
was like, so I need to find myself a needed bed to sleep in.
No, you,
I'm gonna run.
you just go to a
What the,
quiet spot, sit down, rest for an hour. You're done.
sure, there wasn't a fucking tutorial that told me that.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
believe
something you kind of need to know with the Witcher games. Also, did you see the Resident Evil 8 trailer? They put another one out.
No.
I'm so happy. It looks like Resident Evil 4, but in first person, and with Ethan as the main character.
It wasn't even the one in 7.
Yes, it's the sequel to 7.
Okay, I'm kind of happy, because now that we're off of the canon Resident Evil shit,
Yeah, but
it's pretty.
Chris Redfield is also in it
Of course, yes. I mean, we
because
still
he
need to
was
tie
a
it
part of
somehow.
7.
Yeah, we still need to tie it in somehow.
Yeah, and the two of them are actually interacting, both Chris and Ethan, in this one. Well, they kind of interact at the end of 7 anyway, but they interact in this one, and it's I like the trailer. Honestly, I'm getting hype for. I might actually just get a PS5 because all these games that came out during the thing just made my pee hard. Speaking of making my pee hard, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, playable,
Wait, okay.
playable Virgil,
Sure.
Legendary Dark Knight mode, and what's the one? The castle one, not the castle, the tower one. I forget the name.
Hmm.
Well, the one where you
I,
ascend the tower.
I think I remember.
Yeah, we're getting DMC5, boy.
That's nice.
There was a trailer for a Hogwarts game. I don't give a shit about that.
I think people meme the shit out of it. Listen, I'll be honest with you. When I was a child, I had the most fun time playing Collectathon with Harry Potter, the Chamber of Secrets, the second one,
Yeah,
which, by the way, for me is the best book out of the lot.
I've not read any of them because I don't like them.
I've read everyone except the last one.
The child one, Cursed Child.
Wait, no, I mean the original ones.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not talking about the play that no one gives a shit about and everybody hates.
Yeah, the time travel one.
Yeah, everybody hates that.
Everybody hates J.K. Rowling about with the sort of
Listen,
meme lord she's
she,
become recently.
she's not a meme lord, she's just a fucking spastic moron.
She's just a little bit out of touch, a little bit.
A little bit. She casted the fucking Asian person as a snake while proclaiming fucking equality and the racial equality and stuff, and everybody was like, "Are you fucking demented?"
Don't forget Hermione was black.
That one I
Ron
can.
had autism. Snape was a single mother.
I guess. Listen, Dumbledore was part of the first gay parade.
Just don't get me
I'm
started.
just making shit up. Listen,
No,
I'm
but it
making.
sounds like something she'd say anyway. That's how ridiculous this has gotten.
Wait, was it? I think so. She got shot by someone so hard that she went like, "But Dumbledore likes black dick," and everybody was like, "The fuck?"
It's
Some
like
absolute
JK, please stop. Yeah, JK, just stop.
just whoever fucking introduced a woman to Twitter. What the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah, what were you smoking? Or what was she smoking when she tweeted half of those things? Also, Spider-Man Miles Morales looks great.
Oh, nice.
They showed that off, and you'd think, oh, they're gonna just make no, the gameplay's different. Everything's different about it, which is quite nice to see.
There's also another thing that mentioned. I kind of forgot about it last week. So something eluded me. Apparently, you know the new Avengers game.
Yes,
To get the definitive, the full, complete edition will only be on PS4.
I believe so. Yes,
What the fuck?
I don't know. I I
What the actual
I
fuck?
don't care about the new Avengers game. I didn't like it from the get go, so I wasn't very excited
Well,
about it.
from what I saw, people talking about it, they made a lot of decent comments about the gameplay. The gameplay they said was fine. The story wise and the acting was fucking atrocious. It
Yeah,
was pandering.
I don't know. There's a lot. It just looks very floaty and slow to me, and it doesn't make me want to play it.
Well, apparently it is an in-game, but the sheer fact that uh have you seen some of the dialogue in that
Yeah,
game?
it's bad.
It's really bad.
The writing isn't
Like
great. Oh shit, my microphone's about to fall. There we go.
the models aren't great, but from what I saw the gameplay, it looked fine. It looked like
I mean,
an ARPG
it
to me.
looks nice, and but it's just there's no there's something when you look at a game and you look at it and you go, there's something about this that doesn't gel with me, and that's it.
I guess. I mean, I didn't hate from what I saw. I saw that at least tried,
Yeah,
and I appreciate that. But fuck me, man. What kind of a person are you that you just release a game for one console that's gonna be complete? What the fuck is everyone else gonna do? Suck dick?
yeah, pretty much. Do you know what
Oh,
else actually got me hyped for the PS5?
what?
God of War sequel.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw a teaser for that one, but that's just a
All we got
teaser.
is a teaser. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's.
gonna fight Thor.
Uh, you know, Control.
Yes, it got its final DLC, and there's a lot of hints to Alan Wake.
Uh-huh. Have you seen the fucking problem with that game?
Problem?
Oh yeah, it's the definitive edition that they're trying to pawn off.
How much?
Oh, it's 60 quid or some shit like that.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, no, you should check out what the fuck the game has and what the fuck happened, because people are unhappy with it. Because you're paying more for less. apparently that's what I got from it. There's some weird shit going on. I didn't clearly pay too much attention to, I admit, but people were really fucking pissed, like legitimately really pissed.
Control Ultimate Edition.
Oh yeah, it's Ultimate Edition.
Uh, Top comment. How is the Ultimate Edition any different from me owning the game, the base game, and the Season Pass? Essentially, you're selling a next gen upgrade and nothing else.
People are not happy. I'm
Here's an
sorry.
easy fix. Patch the Season Pass to include the Ultimate Edition upgrade. Yeah, the Ultimate Edition is literally just the next gen one.
And you pay shit for that.
You pay an extra £30.
That's bad.
That's not great.
People are not happy.
Let's hope they address that because that.
All they did, they're not changing it.
No, great. It's always nice to hear. Did you
Yeah.
see the trailer for the Mandalorian season 2?
I saw it dropped out, but I kind of zoned in.
It looks good, but they're gonna involve Jedi
I mean,
and the
it's about
Empire.
fucking. Okay, listen, it's about. But the Empire was mainstay in the first season.
Yes, but it's a lot more involved apparently in this one, and they're gonna try and find the Jedi
Well, yeah.
because what's his face, little baby Yoda, his
Well, yeah.
race was a Jedi. So
Yeah. That only makes sense. Like, come on, what the fuck did you expect?
yeah,
Also, let's be fair. I saw honest trailer for The Witcher, and he
yeah.
said something that made me think, oh shit, you're right.
What's that?
So this is an almost direct quote. You were expecting a Game of Thrones, the new one, but what you got was the Princess Warrior, The Witcher edition.
It's kind of true. I still like the show though.
No, the show's fine. Like because it's followed by I am not complaining.
Yeah,
Yeah, the show was fine. But here's the thing: The Witcher was fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine. A lot of and fuck and
I'm
and
okay with that. Henry Cavill's great in it.
Yeah, he does his best. And on the other hand, you had uh, the Mandalorian. Okay, if you think about it clearly and logically, it's an okay show. But we're so fucking starved for good Star Wars content.
That when
It,
something like medium
oh,
to medium well comes out, you're like, oh, this is the best show.
you see, we can do this. We can still do this. Imagine that we can still do this. And then the new fucking Star Wars movie drops. And you're like, ah, shit.
Oh no.
Here we go again.
Then how am I supposed to be excited for the next 45 films they've announced? There's 17
I,
trilogies and 88
I,
TV shows.
yeah, no, people were genuinely excited about the Mandalorian. I watched it. I didn't hate it. I actually enjoyed most of it. There was a lot of, there's some things that just kind of eh.
Yeah. Oh,
But
you know how we're big fans of the two dudes that made The Endless,
yes,
and we were talking last week, I think, that they might be putting a new film out.
yes.
Well, a trailer for it came out.
Oh,
The movie is called Synchronic, and it stars Anthony Mackie, and
oh,
it's a weird time travel film
of course it is.
because those two fuckers, all they do is, but it looks like basically somebody went to the two of them and went, "We loved The Endless. Here's a bunch more money,
Hey, I
and
ain't
go
complaining.
nuts."
Listen, I ain't complaining. The Endless was a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, so Synchronic looks, it looks great, man. I'll hold on. Paste. I have pasted the link. It's basically two cops in New Orleans are investigating bizarre things, and shit just goes down. And there's something about a pill and ghosts and like time and yeah. At the moment I saw Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead, I'm like, wait a second, is this? And
You
then
should watch the other shit. Their other movies are also pretty good for the most part.
yes,
James Bond, really? Oh my god, this is giving me vibes of True Detective.
Yep.
I
And
think.
there's a lot of Lovecraftian shit in here, and it's honestly like,
Whoa, yeah. So that fucking True Detective season 1.
yep. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am excited.
Come on,
It's the first time I've been excited for a film in a while.
come on. The end of fucking True Detective finished with Rusty actually glimpsing the king in yellow.
Yeah.
The city version of him, because yeah, he's a Syrian and a person who knows how that works. It's Lovecraftian, and decided not to go there. Thus, he survived and he was sane. He didn't die. Go there and be insane.
Hmm. But yeah, this one honestly looks like, again, they gave them more money and they went, who do you want to work with, and what do you want to make? Make whatever the fuck you want, and it's just the two of them unhinged to make this film, and it looks great. And you get to see Jamie Dornan play a cool role that isn't whatever that guy from Fifty Shades of Grey is.
And Anthony Mackie, which I'm pretty happy.
Yes. So I'm excited for this film. Go watch the other films by these guys because they're all great. Also,
And
the what's this one called again? Because I forget. The Wolf of Snow Hollow is a horror comedy. I can't speak tonight. Jesus. Right. Have you watched? I'm trying to remember the name of the film because it's the same director. Hold on. I'll tell you. Jim Cummings is the guy's name. It's like, did you see Thunder Road?
I don't think so.
Because Thunder Road is great.
Maybe.
Thunder Road is like comedic, but it's also like breaks your heart, and it's so good. But The Wolf of Snow Hollow is just. It feels like it feels like it's going to be both goofy and incredibly funny at the same time, and like heart wrenching. And
Could
it's about a werewolf like starts ravaging the city, and this cop that's like a recovering alcoholic is trying to like make sure to show it that it's a man and not a wolf. And people are starting to speculate that it's a werewolf, and he's still like denying it.
Oh, so it's like the pizza joint of the end or whatever the fuck it was.
Something like that, yeah. But again, it looks both funny and horrifying at the same time, and I would like to watch this film when it comes out.
Fair
And
enough.
it looks like it's a physical wolf, like it's an actual person in a costume. So yeah, welcome. The Wolf of Snow Hollow is going to be a film, and you're getting. He's even gotten what's the dude's name? I forget. I forget his name as well. Robert Forster is going to be in it. So
Oh,
he plays the sheriff of the town.
yeah, it looks interesting enough.
It looks like a good film. And finally, Tatiana Maslany is going to play She-Hulk in the Disney Plus series.
Okay,
I
what?
reacted the same way. I don't know who the lady is. She's been in a bunch of things. Oh, she's from Orphan Black. I mean, she kind of looks like She-Hulk. She obviously they'll need to paint her green.
Maybe so. Also, the movie's name is Slice.
Slice.
And yeah, and guess who's in that movie?
Who?
Without checking, Zazie Beetz.
Oh, oh yeah, there it is. Slice. What's this movie that? Oh,
It's a movie.
Chance the Rapper's in it.
Yeah, it's a movie about the pizza joint that's situated at the top of the fucking gateway to hell. Yeah,
It's A24 produced, so
it's a good movie.
it's it's got middling reviews, but
No, it was a fun B horror movie, the old school style.
okay.
Dumb, campy, but enjoyable. Like I wasn't expecting much when I saw it, but I had so much fun watching it.
Well, I'm looking at the color palette, and it straight up looks like a '90s film just by the way it's lit and the colors. Okay, this is going on the list to watch. I want pizza now. God damn it! I could really go for pizza.
I had pizza yesterday.
I love pizza. Pizza's my fuel. Fuel for my stomach. But yeah, that's the news.
I saw a trailer for a movie, the alien thing with the guy from Her. I forgot his name.
Joaquin
No way.
Phoenix.
I think it was Joaquin. It really fucking looked like him.
Joaquin Phoenix alien film. Signs.
No,
It's the first thing that came up.
no.
Are you sure it was him?
It fucking looked like him from that specific from Her. Essentially from Her. It was basically two people in the end of the world where aliens invade and they just go around and do interesting shit.
Okay.
It probably isn't Joaquin Phoenix because right now he's too big to act in.
Small films.
Yeah, let's call it that. But it fucking looks like it. Give me a second. Oh, so
I'm trying to like scroll through shit, but there's nothing.
no. Let me find it. It's called. It was a dub name.
It's not on Empire. They usually
Save yourselves.
Save Yourselves movie. There we go. It's not Joaquin Phoenix though. That's
Yeah, no, it isn't. But
someone
look at
else.
it. Yeah, look
I
at
can
it.
see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Except these two look even more like hipsters.
I know why it's kind of a comedy.
Is it?
It,
Oh.
it gave me that vibe.
Also, I'm thinking of Ending Things is on Netflix. The one that we talked about.
Oh,
Oh, and the other one with the stacked cast and Tom Holland in the main role is also out on Netflix.
Netflix have been releasing a lot of movies recently.
Good on them.
No, not all of them good. Isn't that right, babysitter? Go suck a dick.
It's you know, it's also go watch Cobra Kai, by the way. It's fucking great.
I was thinking about doing it back when it came out with season 1, but I always put it
It's
off.
all fully out now, so just go watch it because it's just fucking yeah. The Devil All the Time is the other one. It's great.
Uh,
Okay. Anyway, you gave me a film last week,
oh yeah, I did that.
and I've noticed a weird pattern with Hammer films.
Too big for their own good.
They're all very similar in the way they start. As
They're all
in,
very similar. Period.
as
That's the
in, murder happens with paranormal thing, movie starts.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much how all Hammer movies happen. But it's like a formula they're going for. But this one was different in the sense that they were trying to do something different. But by the end of it, you
They
realize how
were.
bad.
I feel like they went in too big in their britches, and an hour and a half into the film, they went, "Oh shit, we're out of budget and we're out of time." End the film.
Yes, and remember, like I said, it's the same as with the original Stalker that was envisioned.
Yes,
This movie was
a lot of really cool ideas that didn't mesh together all that well.
well, the technology was nowhere near there where where they wanted it to be. Like if this movie came out later, like
Yeah,
80s, it might be a fun B movie or maybe an underrated classic. But as it stands now, it's
it's
just
neither.
it's not good.
I mean, there's some redeeming qualities about it.
Uh,
There's some stellar acting in it.
yeah, the coveted, patented Hammer theater acting is full fucking swing. So at least they tried with it.
I looked at it, as I was watching, I thought to myself, this could be turned into a play so easily because there's not that many sets, and this plays as a play so much better than it does as a film.
Yeah, I can see that work. This
And
is,
yeah,
I mean, let's be fair. The fucking effects they used were theater grade. So
my God, right. If you're watching the video version of this, you can see there's There's the snake lady. She's right there. She's on the screen. That's the best she's ever looked because every other time she looks dreadful. And
Oh,
it can clearly tell the actress is struggling to see or doesn't see at all in the mask when she's running around because she swipes in the wrong places and she clearly awaits direction from off screen because she doesn't know where to look.
and not to mention the fact that the makeup and effects they try to use were not developed yet by the looks of it. I'm actually
Yes,
not sure. Were they developed? This
but
is
one thing I'll say, this is 66, but I'm guessing it was shot before that. One thing I'll say though, the first transition, the first bit where the brother gets bit in the start of the film, and then they transition to the next shot, and his face is like halfway purple, and then by the next shot, it's all purple. That was really good. I did not expect that quality of like, oh,
like
man is getting poisoned sort of thing.
yeah, like I said, this movie had some decent ideas.
Yes,
And could have been really big if they had the technology back there to pull it off, but they didn't. And we get left with this shit. Because half of it doesn't look bad. It's well
yeah,
acted. It has the hammer setting.
the typical Hammer, very well shot, very well, the cinematography is great. You can see everything, you can tell everything apart, and there's a kitty, and it makes noises. But for a
Uh,
movie called The Reptile, the coveted reptile is barely in it.
well, if it looks like that, what the fuck did you
I
expect
mean,
was gonna
I've got a feeling that they went, okay, this doesn't look great, or we can't afford to have her with the makeup on all the time, so we're gonna shoot with that as little as possible.
Oh, it's probably the first part because you know it looks bad. Like
Yeah, just
it,
by looking at it, you're like, oh boy. That's why I don't even see her in the first shot. She's in shadow.
I think that if they actually kept it as much as possible in the shadow, it'd
Yeah,
be
and
much
just
better.
like little like shots to actually see her. But basically, the movie starts with a man getting murdered by the snake lady in the poster, and then we cut to him getting buried in the town, the small town, and nobody's there for the burial. And there's a dude that leaves a little bouquet for him. Well, it's more of a ring, flower ring. And then the brother of the man, who's a former soldier, moves into his cottage, into his brother's cottage with his wife. And they're not very welcome in the town, and the town's very afraid of them, and they're very confused. And the only nice person is the pub owner. Was Joe his name? It was Joe, wasn't it?
I think so.
Let me just open the wiki. Just
Funny enough, I do always forget the name of the Hammer characters,
yeah, because they're interchangeable.
pretty much.
Okay, so Dr. Franklin by Noel Willem playing the most stuck-up angry man ever. It was Tom. Tom
Sure.
was his name. But basically, the two of them move into the cabin where the guy's brother used to live, and it's all trashed. So obviously, people are telling him to go away, but they don't because he's like, I want to find out. I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to see what happened in this town. And we get glimpses of their neighbors, who are again, Mr. Franklin. Is it Mr. Yeah, Dr. Franklin, and they keep calling him because he's the doctor of the town, but it turns out he's a theologist. He's not even like a medical doctor. And anybody that gets murdered ends up looking the same way. They're all purple and foaming out the mouth, which pretty much is the effect of a very bad snake bite. But apparently nobody connects the two because it's also like the 1800s, so nobody really knows.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, that's pretty much
Well,
it.
it's 1800s Cornwall as well, like Northern England. Wait, Cornwall is in Northern England, isn't it?
I think so.
Because like
I mean, it should be
Cornwall
northern.
is close. Wait, what? Hold
No
on.
way. Cornwall is a little bit more north than fucking London. That makes it south from
It's down by
us.
Plymouth. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I should have known. What am I thinking of then? It was with a K again. It's the bit further up, right before me, right before.
Just this Stonewall, probably
No, no,
stuff.
no, 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 like right. England ends at a point. I'm thinking about the area around Carlisle, but does that have a full name, or is it just Carlisle that I'm thinking of?
Probably just Carlisle.
Carlisle. Hold on, doing the research.
Abbotsworth? No.
No, Carlisle town. City of Carlisle. Cumbria is what I was thinking of. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, because Cumbria is just before Scotland. I think like Carlisle's the last England spot that you stop at before you start going into, you know, into Glasgow, into Scotland in general. But yeah, so the neighbors are weirdos, and the dad, the Dr. Franklin, is acting like an absolute asshole. And his daughter, he keeps looking for his daughter. We don't know who the daughter is. And then she shows up at the house, and she's like giving presents to neighbors because she's trying to be very nice to them, and invites them to dinner. Bearing in mind at this point, another person is also dead. Is it Mad Jack? Matt Peter, sorry. Matt Peter's dead. He's like the town. Everybody loves him in the town because he's just a weirdo, and he's homeless. And he's onto the people. He's onto the snake people. He's onto the neighbors. He's like, can you hear that? And you can, every time he says that, you can hear like a snake charmer flute playing in the background or whatever they play. And he's like, oh, I can hear them. I can hear them. And because he can hear them, he gets killed. And they think that they'll be able to save him, but he dies. And the dad is clearly on Dr. Franklin. He knows because it's later revealed that it's his daughter that's the snake girl. And
So he's wrong.
he and they allude to him having traveled a lot in Africa and like Southeast Asia on his quest to like do research because he's a theologist. He like he researches people and their religions and everything. And there's this South Asian man that's in the house with him all the time. He barely ever speaks, but when he does, he's just a menacing fucker. And it turns out that he's the villain of the story. Because, again, as we said, the movie, by the end, they realize we don't have budget, burn the house down. So,
Oh yeah, that one was fucking stupid.
so
Don't even death throes of the fucking snake lady. Just
yeah. Well, no, because it's about to hit winter, so she goes into hibernation. And they're like, she goes into hibernation so she stays warm, otherwise the cold will kill her. And so the dad finally decides to kill her to rid her of this pain because he's been cursed by the South Asian man. What's his name? Is his name even revealed?
I don't think so. I remember watching the movie yesterday. I
No,
was like,
he's just the Malay man.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just the man from Malay, and he's the one that like enchants the snake lady and sends her off to do the killings. And they allude to the dad being cursed because he's like, this curse will follow you forever. And he like tries to fight him off, but gets slapped. And there's a lot of like little nuggets in the film that allude to what's actually going on, but it's never fully revealed up until the very, very end. Because when the whole reveal started happening, I'm like, oh shit, this movie longer than it's going to be. And then I put my mouse up to the screen, and there were 7 minutes left in the film.
And then you realize, oh shit.
I was like, oh no. But
It's the same as, let me put it like this. A modern equivalent of this movie would be Tusk.
a movie with a lot of good ideas that just shits the bed.
Debatable.
Right, a movie with a decent idea that shits the bed.
Debatable. It's more like
A movie with an intriguing idea.
no.
Oh.
It's so in Tusk's case, Kevin Smith just got fucking high.
Yep.
One day I was like,
What if we turn a gun to a walrus?
you remember that movie, The Centipede, that grossed everybody out and made a shit ton of money? Well, what if we take the whole concept of the human centipede and make it into a walrus? A fucking walrus, yeah. And then we make it so it's a slow process, yeah.
Bro, pass it again.
It's it's kind of like this, except less weed smoking, more like, oh, let's make her a snake woman,
Yeah.
and then
Why?
when they actually,
Oh well, hold on. Why is she a snake woman though? Why?
oh, doi.
I got it. I got it. I got it. It's a curse.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
Yeah.
Why was she cursed?
Yeah.
Oh, and people,
Oh, we've run out of time. We're not. Make them say it in the last 2 minutes of the film.
no, it's just like, oh, people will notice if we don't tell them. Just make it a curse. People will understand. It's like, oh, you don't know.
Yeah, but then they still reveal it with like a 2 minute monologue of the dad going completely insane and going, yeah, I guess, I've set the house on fire to keep my daughter warm so she doesn't die, but he tries to kill her before that. Huh.
It's just the same thing happened
I
with
just
curse as well.
farted and it smells like coffee. I've not even had coffee today.
Yeah, so here's the thing. It's exactly like fucking Tusk, because the class is like, oh, so this person is insane, turning people into a walrus. When the movie ends, you're like, what the why?
Like the fuck did I just watch? Sort of, yeah.
No, it's just like, why?
Yep.
Why does he do that? Like, what's the
Yeah,
point?
this one also kind of ends like they run off into the distance and it ends. Do you know what bit I actually really liked when George,
Hmm.
Harry, sorry, not George, it's Harry George Spaulding, the main dude, the brother, when he
Yes.
gets bit by the snake lady,
Hmm.
he manages to run off and get himself sorted out because he's a former soldier, so he's probably seen that happen to him, and he gets his wife to like help him out. That was a cool scene.
See, I think that up until the first 2/3 of the movie,
Yeah,
up until like a little bit before the final act, it was.
it's great.
Oh, I won't say great, but it was good. It was
Like right
enjoyable.
for a product of its time, it's great. The acting is
And,
good. The mystery is sort of decent, even though you see the reveal in the very first 2 minutes, like every Hammer film.
and then you know the fucking title, so
Yeah,
you know exactly what's gonna happen, and
but
you
it's
figure it
like they're fucking digging up graves to do research, and they're looking at bites. And my favorite bit is you have to come to the pub after dark so we can dig the graves. It's clearly daytime, but they've put shutters everywhere and they're pouring it down with rain, but you can see the sunlight on the
out.
side. But it's like, no, it's
Oh yeah,
daytime. It's actually middle of the night.
listen, it could be worse. It could be day for night shots.
True, which they couldn't do back then, which is good. One thing I'll appreciate as well.
Oh yeah, because
Uh,
putting a blue tint is so fucking
yeah,
difficult.
Harry promises the wife that he'll never leave her there on her own. And he does leave her there on her own, but also they address it because he's like, I promised her not to leave her, and she actually insisted on coming, but I told her to stay home because it was safer and to lock the doors, which is I was surprised because I thought they were just going to leave as a dumb plot hole like you'd expect from a film from back then, but they didn't. They actually addressed it, which is very good of them. But yeah,
Oh,
the film is just kind of janky and it's not great.
see, there is this game, this point and click from like mid 2000s, I think, called Black Mirror. No relationship to the fucking TV series or the game. It, Black Mirror is an extension of what a Hammer horror would look like as a game. And this movie kind of cements that idea.
It's got really good reviews.
Wait, which one? Black Mirror?
Black Mirror, yeah,
The game, the original game,
the
the point
game.
and
Yeah.
click one?
The Black Mirror is a third-person point-and-click horror adventure game developed in 2003 by Czech company Feature Games. Its original
Alright.
name is Pulsar Smrti. The game
Yeah,
features 150 locations and 5 hours of spoken dialogue. The Black Mirror became a commercial success with 500,000 units sold worldwide by 2008.
but it also does one thing that I fucking hate from those games.
Is it the awkward click here, hope for best, or try everything on every hole?
Well, no. It's the Sierra, you fuck up and then you die and then you have to restart the whole thing.
Uh,
But you don't know when you fucked up. So it could be that you fucked up your whole game, so now you have to start all over again. It's the patented Sierra death in point and clicks.
there's a remake?
No, there is a game that's basically that came out that's based off the TV series that has no
No,
relationship to
no, no,
this.
no. Black Mirror 2017 review, a remake worth revisiting.
Maybe, but I don't remember such a thing. Also, the game kind of finishes on a really bad cliffhanger and kind of almost hits it becoming a cult classic, but it also misses out like at the end.
Hmm. Yeah, Black Mirror 2017 is a reboot of the 2003 one.
Because I remember because they announced the third-person game for Black Mirror, the fucking TV series, and because it's also called Black Mirror.
Yeah, I don't
I
know. Yeah, this one came out 2017. The review says the good story and atmosphere. The puzzles are pretty good. The not so good, challenging pacing, gameplay, control, and the
well,
loading way and final verdict. The
I got
above
some.
issues aside, Black Mirror is still a really solid game. If you're a fan of mysteries and puzzle solving, it's one you'll definitely want to give a go.
Oh, I remember something. I forgot to mention this in the news. Guess what happened this week?
What happened this week?
Apparently, Monster tried to sue Ubisoft. I think it was Ubisoft. Yeah, it was Ubisoft because of their game Gods and Monsters. Because of copyright infringement based on the name Monsters.
Because of the word monster.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
word that's
Because apparently, according to Monster, this would lead to confusion with the other brands and stuff.
no, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't, and Ubisoft knows it wouldn't, but it also stopped pursuing the case because they realized that it would take a shit ton of time, and they don't really have the fucking time because so it's much easier for them to rename the game.
Oh, speaking of games, I forgot. We got a. There's a game that looks pretty interesting.
Which one?
That showed up at it showed up at the PS5 reveal stuff.
Which one?
Deathloop.
Oh, was that the fucking two-person shit?
Yes.
Okay, that
It
that
doesn't.
game
It looks like it looks good.
meddling. I will be generous and say meddling.
It's a first-person game, and you're killing people, and it's a loop. And there's another person in the game that's doing the same, so you have to race against each other.
Yes, it's meddling. Not gonna lie, it looks middling, it feels middling, and if it turns out it's middling, I won't be even
Oh, I
disappointed.
was wondering why it looked so fucking similar. It's made by the Dishonored people.
Middling. And I'm being generous here.
That's why it looks so familiar.
Also, the Sona was made by Bethesda, wasn't it?
No, it was made by Arcane, published by Bethesda.
Oh, fair enough.
Same with this one.
Yeah, let's talk about fucking Dishonored.
Yeah.
I'm made
Anyway,
by
the Reptile, not so great, but worth watching, I guess, because it's got some cool shit.
Mhm.
So, I lied about what I did this week because I watched a film that I hadn't seen in so long because I remember catching it on TCM in the middle of the night and being enchanted by it as a kid.
Which one?
It's called the Quartermaster Experiment. Experiment spelled with an X, just X and then periment after that.
Okay.
It's a movie from '55 by Hammer Horror Films,
Uh-huh.
and that's your movie for next week.
Okay. I also remember watching another movie.
Go on.
The good old The Thing, but the original one. The
52.
Yeah, the 52 one.
Is it the
God,
Think from Another World? Yeah, I think it's 52.
Yeah. It is the
51,
original one.
actually.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
It's goofy, though.
It is goofy, but the acting and the fucking sets and everything around it just
Yep.
stellar.
You can see that John Carpenter drew a lot of inspiration from it when he made his.
No, he just genuinely made the whole fucking thing
Yeah, except with a better monster.
with a different concept
Yeah.
and focusing on different things than the original movie. Because the original movie was a sci-fi focused on exploration and the cost of science.
Yep.
Well, the remake, like the remake, the only remake. Let's go with that one. It's all focused on isolation and paranoia.
Yep.
Uh,
And a bunch of loners that
it,
much rather fend for themselves than be, you know.
I mean, even if they did, it probably would have died faster that way.
Yeah. But yeah, the Quartermaster Experiment, or the Quarter, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, is great. It's honestly like it's one of those Hammer films that I enjoy quite a bit because it's well written, incredibly well acted. The fact that it's black and white just makes the atmosphere really good.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but those movies usually function way better as black and white movies.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
honestly it's really good.
it's probably because they focus more on the acting rather than the effects. Not like nowadays, where
Yeah,
it's mostly effects and less
there's
acting.
still very good effects in it, but it's it's one of those. It's got a lot of body horror in it, which I also like for a movie from '55. Is as much body horror as it can get in that, to be fair, but still.
I just hope it doesn't turn into the shit show that was this week. We're trying to find the movie.
Just try. No, that one is available where we usually watch them. So
Yeah, because I saw the movie there, and none of the fucking links were working. I was like, shit. I
yeah,
usually double
same.
check. Yeah, I usually double check it for stuff like that. I just kind of didn't because I assumed it would. Because the fuck would have issues
Yeah,
with that?
I found it though. So at the end of the day, we found it. It's all
Yeah,
good. But I put it this way: the Quartermaster Experiment got a Blu-ray release. It was that like, you know, and it's a movie for '55. Also, the Black Ops multiplayer beta is out, so
hey, go have fun with that one.
people are playing it. And if you want to go watch it, Bruce Green is currently playing it right now at this moment in time. So by the time this comes out, he won't be playing. And I'm looking at it; it just looks like Call of Duty.
Yay. Also, can you spell that movie
Uh,
quickly in the chat?
yes, I shall spell it. Not a problem. Quartermaster Experiment.
The Quatermass.
Quartermaster, not Quartermaster. I keep wanting to say Quartermaster, but it's not that.
Let's see.
It is on there. It is in the usual place.
Yeah, let's see if it actually. Okay.
If it actually works,
Yeah, it does.
it does. Yeah.
Because that one looked like it should have worked, but it didn't.
Yep.
So
It kept doing the whole loading thing.
buffering something that doesn't exist.
Yep.
Kick W. Uh, other than that, let me just double check. Oh yeah, there's a couple of other games I wishlisted.
Go on. Tell me about these videos games.
Rosewater, Western point and click. It looks relatively okay. I'll give it a try. There is no light, which is a horror, atmospheric, single-player, Souls-like Metroidvania. I'm not particularly thrilled by it, but the fucking art style looks stellar. Like, genuinely looks stellar. There is no light. Check it out. I think you'll like it. And a visual novel for the first time in ages.
I actually started playing a visual novel.
Werewolf the Apocalypse, Heart of the
No,
Forest.
I started playing Hotiful Boyfriend.
Oh, eh.
It's the one with the pigeons.
Also, Non-Guns Doppelganger Edition. Looks
Ooh,
really
there
good.
is no light.
Yeah,
That's an art style and a half. Jesus.
yeah, that's why I wishlisted it. Not because I was expecting it to be good, it's because,
The
the
art
fucking
style
art
is
style.
great, yeah. Trying to see what else this developer's made, but it's not much. Yeah, nothing else that I know of. But yeah, that's a fucking just that looks gorgeous.
Hmm. It does.
It's like
Don't, but
16-bit with like decent frame skips and everything. That looks great. Nice, nice. Rosewater game. Let's have a look at this because I'm not.
Rosewater is one word.
Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Oh, made by Grundislav Games. That looks like a uh, classic point and click, except modernized.
Yeah, there's also Dandy Ace.
I want to see what else Grundislav Games has made. Have they made anything else?
Probably not, because it's Grundislav.
Oh, they made a bunch of point and clicks. What was the other one you were telling me about?
Dandy Ace.
Dandy Ace on Steam. Over the top action game. Oh, it's like an isometric one. Oh, please don't tell me it's a twin stick. Or is it just like a clicky click?
It's a clicky click,
Okay.
from what I can tell.
Because twin sticks are not something I'm very...
Yeah. Non-guns Doppelganger edition is also there. And non-guns, one word with a Z at the end.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a shitty name.
Non-Guns Doppelganger Edition on Steam. It's just a bunch of demos, but... And
Listen,
that's
it has
another
demos.
gorgeous art style as well. Oh, speaking of gorgeous art styles, I started playing World of Horror.
Nice, it's a good game. Except I don't fucking get it.
It's a 1-bit horror game.
I know, I
Very
haven't.
inspired by Junji Ito. But yeah, I'm having issues understanding some of it. There's a lot of clicking and a lot of menus that just leave me confused at the end of the day, but the art style is pretty cool.
Yeah, because I tried. I don't get the fucking system. I always die at the first boss for some reason, even if I managed to beat it.
Yeah, I got halfway through the boss battle and I was like, I guess I'm not doing this, and I died. So I had to reset, and I got like a completely different story.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah, the
I
game
don't,
is
I don't,
like
I don't
a
hate it. I just it's because it doesn't have like a thing,
yeah.
an actual tutorial. So a lot of it is basically what the fuck.
Yeah, a lot because it's basically a choose your own adventure book, but it's a game, and there's a lot of different sort of bits you can get. But we shall see. We shall see in time. I also bought new tuners for my guitar, which is currently in the shop to get repaired. So, yeah,
Yay.
I bought locking tuners, so I don't have to like wind strings for 20 minutes.
For now.
Fun.
For nu.
Fun. Yes. But yeah. That's about it. I might actually order some pizza now. Now that you said pizza, the the takeaway next to me does a pretty good just like a 10-inch for like £7. I'm not gonna complain. Or is it 12?
Should be 12. Come on, 7 quid is basically normal normal for pizza here.
Yeah, their margarita's $5.95 for a 10-inch.
Margarita though, just get a double pepperoni.
Yeah, but it's gonna sound bad, but what I've noticed with a lot of like halal places, the pepperoni isn't great.
I mean, it really doesn't matter because halal doesn't mean what you think it is. It's just a specific way to kill an animal.
I know, but the pepperoni half the time isn't pork. It's something else, and it's not just doesn't taste right.
Wait, pepperoni shouldn't be pork.
Shouldn't it?
No, from what I remember, it shouldn't.
Isn't pepperoni made from cured mixture of pork and beef?
No, not
Yeah.
from my knowledge. I remember. I think you're thinking mortadella.
No, pepperoni is an American variety of salami made from cured mixture of pork and beef, seasoned with paprika and other chili pepper. Or other chili pepper. Pepperoni is characteristically soft, slightly porky, and bright red in color.
Because most of the things has always been beef from what I've tasted.
No, pepperoni's pork. It's speck, essentially.
It's a mix between pork and beef.
Yeah, but...
Because you don't just make pork, 'cause it's just gonna be a sausage.
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 A sausage.
But no, it should be beef. I literally most of the pepperoni I ever had was beef. I don't fucking care. Because I honestly think that you're referring to mortadella.
Oh, let's get a pepperoni delight. Yeah, 12-inch for $8.50. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
And I fucking love mortadella.
Mortadella's great.
I fucking love it.
Collection.
Yeah, because mortadella is made with cured pork.
And cured pork is best pork.
With fat and shit. So yeah, that's the one you're thinking about. And that one can't be fucking halal.
Maybe. Well, I've ordered the pepperoni anyway. I've not ordered pepperoni from these guys before, and they're literally right opposite my flat, so I could just run out and grab it.
Yeah, usually it's pretty fine. Like
We'll see.
double pepper. The other one I
I'll
usually.
be the judge of that.
The other thing I saw was the other thing I ate chicken mushrooms. Also, put mushrooms on your pepperoni. You not
Mushrooms always works with pizza. When I make pizza at home, a lot of times I'll literally just make a margarita as a test because I'll make enough dough for like 2 or 3 pizzas, And then the rest I'll always do. Always do pepperoni and mushroom one. I feel like that's my favorite combo of either ham and mushroom or pepperoni and mushroom. I feel like that's the best combo we can get
Yeah.
because you get salty but then you get mushrooms to like texture and everything. It's good. Is good. But yeah, and I've been playing Rogue Legacy. I forgot to say. And one thing I'll say about that game is fuck spikes.
Oh, you did, yeah. You have to do a leap of faith, and you drop into space, and you're like, fuck.
Not only is their hitbox either tiny or it's the whole screen, but they also do way too much damage.
Did you manage to get on the second upgrade that you need, the one that you reach it,
Which one?
the one that you need to actually be able to read the ghosts? I think it was. I was actually able to get to the first boss without reading it because it's pretty fucking obvious what you needed to do.
What, in Rogue Legacy?
But no, the second one, Roll Legacy 2.
I've not played 2 yet.
Oh, I was able to get to the first boss without actually getting that upgrade because it's pretty fucking obvious what I
Yeah,
have to
apparently
do.
Rogue Legacy 2 is alright, but it doesn't have a lot of content so far.
Yeah, there's only one biome right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's fucking early access.
fair enough. But yeah, Rogue Legacy 1 is fun. It's a great time killer. It's just incredibly aggravating when hitboxes sometimes are either huge or not huge at all, or sentry, the eyes, the scouts, either lead their shots or straight up just track you, and the blood spurt either shoots you or doesn't shoot you at all, or sometimes it grazes past your head and still does like damage. There's just some hitboxing consistency with that game. Or my favorite one is being damaged by the spikes if I'm hitting them from the side and not from the top.
Well, I didn't have fucking issues with Roll Legacy 1. Well, the only issues I had was with the ultra bosses, the extra bosses, because those
Oh,
first play classes. Wait, so once you beat the game,
yeah,
remember I beat the game on U++, you unlock extra bosses.
I didn't know about that.
The extra bosses are bonus content. It's DLC, I think.
Okay.
And the way it works is the usual bosses, but they're amped up, and you're put into a very specific class.
Oh yeah. Where you like play Shinobi with Ponche de Leon, and you play. It slightly changes the arenas as well. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've done it.
I fucking hate those bosses.
Yeah, I think one of them you have to play with a spell sword. It's like the worst class to fight a boss with. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I never fucking bothered finishing those because I mean it's bad enough I have to play Shinobi. It's bad enough I don't play Shinobi.
I like playing Shinobi though because it just one hits everything.
Not really, because it's a boss, and bosses is what I usually aim for.
Yeah, favorite class is always going to be Paladin because it's the most balanced and it lasts the longest.
Because Barbarian has a lot more hachpa.
A lot of hachpa, but doesn't do that much damage.
No, he does a shit ton more damage, but
no, the Paladin does the most out of the base classes.
I think it was Barbarian still because he's
Barb has extra HP but less strength.
And what I remember was because the same issue happens in Raw Legacy 2 where his swings are slow and they root you. And that's a big problem. That's a problem that I fucking hate playing Barb. Paladin, fine. Archer, I hate archers. Fucking get me. Just move them away from me.
Yeah, but it's nice that they're finally including other weapons apart from a sword, which is all you get in Rogue Legacy 1.
Listen, there is a time and place for these things. This is not one of them. I fucking hate mages. Fuck mages. Because it's the same fucking principle.
Yeah, it's the same as playing Archmage in this one, and one where I'm trying to like smack things with my sword and realize now I could just use my spells, but I barely ever use spells in these games.
Kinda, maybe, probably, but not really.
Like the one spell I always use is the spikes because I can just go into a room and just launch them and everything dies, but most others I just don't bother. Yeah. Video games. Anyway.
Yeah.
Are we complete for the evening? I'm just sorry, I'm rustling things here. I shouldn't be making these ASMR noises. I'll turn the kids on. My pizza is going to be ready in 15 minutes. Look at me. Right then.
Yeah.
Also, let me know when you want to play Blood, because I want to play co-op. I told a friend of mine, I was like, James, play Blood with me. And he's like, my computer, it can't play games. I'm like, it's a game from 95. I'll literally buy it for you. And then he's not responded. I'm like, God damn it.
I mean, come on, the game is on the build. Actually, Iron Fury can chug a lot of fucking PCs.
Yeah, Iron Fury cannon. But that's E-Duke. That's like updated and stuff.
And it's also a lot of fucking voxels.
Yes. I think it's the voxels in general that make it chug.
Maybe so. And then again, there's a lot of fucking shit that usually goes on the screen.
Yeah. Especially in Ion Fury with the fucking just the first level alone. But yeah, I'll have to start playing that again. I keep meaning to get back into it, and then I'm like, I'll get back into it eventually. So, yeah, you're watching the Quatermass Experiment for next week.
Yeah. Probably gonna watch it tonight.
It's a good movie. Good movie. Yeah, apologies for the extra day. My internet was shit yesterday, and I had 0 sleep, so I just pretty much collapsed in bed as well.
Yeah.
I had a total of...
Not enough.
No, well, like, I got home after work and dozed off around 6 o'clock, woke up at 8, tried to, like, get everything going, texted you that it's not going to get going, then I collapsed again and didn't wake up until 10 in the morning the day after, so I had a collective, like, 15-hour sleep, so I'm refreshed now. I'm, like, going to have that pizza, I'm probably going to go to bed, so...
See, last night I went to bed at like fucking 10, and I woke up at 5:30 in the morning.
It's always like that, though, isn't it?
It was amazing. I felt so good.
It's like, now I have a whole day to do whatever the fuck I want.
So just spend it procrastinating.
Yep, it's the only way to do it right now. But I have to be in work at like 7 o'clock tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun. Anyway, Voices from Behind episode 86. This has been, or has it? I don't know anymore how many episodes we're at, but thank you all for listening, watching, tuning in. Thank you for the people that actually download the episodes. I've noticed that downloads are happening and people are listening. And
Yeah, thank you very much for your continuous support, and honestly, just drop by and say how fucking stupid we are.
yes.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so Amazon Music has podcasts now, and I really want to see if I can just open it and... Is there not a free thing that I can do so I can just... No, I want to search... Huh? Okay, hold on. Let me open my Amazon app and do this live. Okay, programs and features. Amazon Music, please. Give it to me. Music, I guess. Or is it... Do I have to like get an extra... Yes, I'm looking for Amazon Music. Thank you. Unlimited Prime. Is there no like download store? There we go. Search, and I will search our name, the name of the podcast, see if we're available on Amazon Music.
Yes, do we get the fat fucking Jeff Bezos bucks?
We are not,
Of course not.
as of yet. There's just remixes of a song called Voices from Behind, so filters. Oh, I can make it a filter. Is there not more filters? It's just searching music. It's not searching podcasts. I thought... Okay, we're gonna have to go and see if we're on there. I'll have to search as a podcast, I guess. Thanks, Amazon Music, for making this as awkward as humanly possible. Right, there's a bunch of audiobooks that have nothing to do with the name of our show, but so far we're not on Amazon Music, but we might be. Not that a lot of people use Amazon Music, I guess, but No. We're on Apple. We're on Wooshka. We're on Owltail, whatever that is. Oh, we're on Listen Notes. That's like an aggregator that collects everything. For the show. So that's good. But yeah, are we? Hold on. Are we still on? Oh, we're on Backtracks FM, whatever that is. We're on Castbox FM. We're on Himalaya.com. We're available there. Don't know what that is. I guess whatever places picked it up, like it is our actual podcast as well. It's not like somebody's stolen it or something. It's under my name, so yeah, we're on a lot of places. So feel free to just Google the name of the show and it'll pop up. I'm sure of that. So yeah, find us on pretty much anywhere that hosts podcasts apart from Amazon Podcasts, because that's currently being a bit of a shit show. So yeah, thank you all for listening and supporting the show. It's very much appreciated, and it's nice to see people listening when the weekly summary comes in. So we shall see you next week on the Voices from Behind podcast, where we're going to talk about the Quatermass experiment, continuing the Hammer horror films thing. Stay safe and all that.
Yes.
I feel like that's the most important thing. All right, I'm going to play us some music now. Have you got anything to add, good sir?
No, not really.
Good.
Stay safe.
Stay
Pray for
safe.
better games.
Pray for better games. I have been Evo. The other one's also been Evo. And I'm playing music now.